Have you ever wondered why some people always achieve success while others seem lost? Is it because they are luckier, smarter, or is there some secret that we don't know? The truth is, success is not random. It is the result of powerful mindsets that can change lives. In this video, we will explore 6 truly powerful mindsets that will help you easily achieve your goals, no matter what challenges or fluctuations you are facing. This is not just theory. These are proven principles that can bring strength, patience, and determination to help you overcome any obstacles. So, let's dive in, because these mindsets might just be the key to your success. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button below to stay updated with our latest videos. 1. Understand what you can control. Have you ever felt like you're caught in a cycle you can't stop? The feeling that, no matter how hard you try, life just keeps getting out of control. Oh friends, I know that feeling all too well. Millions of things around you, from work, finances, to social issues, can make you feel stuck, not knowing what to do. But did you know, there's one truth most people overlook. You can't control everything, but you can absolutely control yourself. You may not be able to change politics, interest rates, or the state of the economy. That's right, you can't change other people's attitudes, and you can't control sudden social upheavals. But there's one thing you always have the power to control, and that is how you respond to all of those things. That's right, life isn't always easy, but if you can learn to look at things from a different perspective, you'll see that everything can become easier. Imagine, each day when you wake up, you have a choice to keep letting yourself be swept away by things beyond your control, or to start with what you can change. Think about it. Your personal finances, your eating habits, how you handle stress, all of these are within your control. So why should you let yourself drown in hopeless thoughts about things you can't change? Maybe it's time you start controlling what you can. And I guarantee, when you do that, life will feel different right away. Think about it. You can't control everything, but you can control your habits, how you plan your day, and how you face challenges. For sure, this is entirely within your reach, as long as you truly want it. And don't think everything needs to be big right away. One small step each day, one good habit every morning, that will make a huge difference over time. Now, you might think, but everything around me is changing so fast. How can I keep up? The answer is, you don't have to keep up. You just need to focus on improving yourself every day. Think about the simple habits you can change today. A small change in your morning routine, a little improvement in how you handle stress. All of that will help you feel like you're in control of your life, rather than being swept away by it. As Epictetus said, don't waste time on what you can't control. Focus your mind on what you can do. So, what do you think? Are you ready to let go of what's beyond your control and start mastering what you can do? When you begin to change the way you think and act, you'll find that life can be much easier and lighter. So, start today and you'll see everything change. 2. Dare to be weak. You might think, weakness, how could that be an advantage? But did you know that sometimes admitting your weakness is the turning point that brings you closer to success? The reality is, we live in a society where strength and success are often tied to the image of someone who never falters, who stands strong against all challenges. But have you ever wondered if that's really true? In a society filled with pressure and high expectations, we always try to hide our insecurities, failures, or feelings of inadequacy. We're afraid that if others see us as weak, they'll think we're incapable. But the truth is, weakness not only doesn't make you weaker, but sometimes it can be the most powerful weapon that helps you rise stronger. Think about it. When you dare to face your true feelings, when you admit that you're struggling, it's not a sign of weakness, it's courage. Courage to say, I'm not perfect, I'm facing challenges, but I will get through it. This is one of the traits that most truly successful people possess: the ability to accept and learn from their failures. In a modern society, especially in America, where things change so quickly and nothing is ever certain, emotional stability is more important than ever. And that's why admitting weakness can bring real strength. When you learn to face and accept your emotions, whether it's failure, anxiety, or fear, you begin to create a stronger foundation to rise after every setback. Have you ever felt truly pressured when things don't go as planned? Well, I'm sure you're not alone. Think back. Have you ever ignored your feelings because you were afraid of what others might think? Maybe you've tried to hide your worries or fears, but look around. Everyone has their own struggles. And when you dare to show your weakness, not only do you allow yourself to learn from your mistakes, but you also open up opportunities to connect more deeply with others. People won't see you as weak, they'll see you as genuine, and that's true strength. As Seneca said, it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we deal with it. You know, in those moments of weakness, you can learn the most valuable lessons. That's when you understand the value of patience, resilience, and most importantly, gratitude, when you can overcome. And you know what? Those are the qualities that create true success. You might think that daring to be weak is a sign of failure, but in reality, it's the first step to success. When you accept your emotions, your weaknesses, you don't just make yourself stronger, you create an opportunity to truly grow from those experiences. So what do you think? Are you ready to let go of false expectations and face yourself? When you dare to be weak, you'll find that in those seemingly weak moments, you will discover true strength, helping you break free from the mold and reach the success you deserve. 3. The power of others. There will come a time when you feel like you're all alone, struggling with this world. The challenges in work, in life, just seem to keep piling up, and no one seems to understand. Sometimes you just want someone by your side, someone who listens, someone who understands. Oh friends, the truth is, you're not alone. The truth is, your true strength doesn't come from what you can do alone, but from how you connect and learn from others. The question is, are you missing out on the greatest power in life, the power of community, from genuine relationships? Imagine if you could find people who will not just support you, but also help you see the world differently. That's what real connection is, where there's no pretense, no hiding. This world is vast, and if you think you can go through it all alone, you're mistaken. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, this is the problem many of us are facing today. In this world full of virtual connections, we feel lonelier than ever. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, seeing thousands of well wishes, hundreds of conversations, yet still feel like you don't belong anywhere? You're not alone. In today's society, where online interaction has almost replaced everything, people are increasingly lacking real connections, genuine bonds. Think about this. When you truly connect with someone, not through short messages or likes on Facebook, but through real conversations, through actual hugs, through in-person meetings without a screen between, you will feel so much stronger. Why? Because in those moments, you are understood, you are shared with, and most importantly, you receive invaluable support that you can't find in an isolated virtual world. That's right. Did you know that deep relationships with others can actually be the determining factor that helps you overcome challenges that seem impossible? Especially in a time full of change, when everything seems to change every day, and we've never felt more uncertain. The people around you are the cushion that helps you face every storm. So what do you think? Are you ready to truly connect with those around you, share your struggles, and seek support from those you trust? Look back. You may not change the whole world, but you can change how you connect with the world. And that's a big step forward to achieving the success you deserve. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: We are not isolated individuals, but part of a whole. Your true strength doesn't lie in what you can do alone, but in how you connect with others and create a powerful community. So, are you ready to share, open up, and accept support from others? The answer is yes, and when you dare to do that, you'll see that this relationship will become the solid foundation on which you build your career, life, and happiness. I've kept the structure and formatting exactly as you requested, without altering anything. Let me know if you need any adjustments or further changes. 4. Take breaks when needed. Have you ever felt like you were caught in the whirlwind of work and just couldn't stop, working continuously without a break? Have you gotten so used to this feeling? Oh, really? Everything seems to go on forever, from morning to night, from work to personal life, and you just keep running without stopping. But have you ever asked yourself, are you pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion without even realizing it? Did you know? If you don't know when to stop, sometimes not taking a break is the way you're self-sabotaging without even knowing it. No one can work non-stop without paying the price. Burnout doesn't just make you tired, it also lowers your productivity. Sometimes you don't realize it, but it's when you need rest the most that your body rebels, when you no longer have the energy to work effectively. So, how do you know when it's time to rest? Surely, you've had days like this, working too hard, stressed to the point of being unable to focus. But instead of continuing down this path, remember that taking a break is not a waste of time. It's an investment in your career. Why? Because when you give your body and mind a chance to relax, you'll recharge your energy, maintain creativity, and keep from burning out amid life's challenges. Especially in these tough and complex times, when we're facing pressures we've never encountered before. Working remotely, with no clear boundaries between work and personal life, might make you feel like you always have to chase work without ever getting a chance to stop. In fact, many of us fall into this trap. When you can't distinguish between work hours and break time, it's easy to get stuck in an endless cycle. Are you experiencing this? Rest time, even if brief, can make a huge difference. When you allow yourself to rest, whether it's a morning with no work schedule or an evening of relaxation without worrying about emails, you'll find yourself ready to face work more powerfully. And the reality is, rest is the key to increasing your long-term productivity. The sense of relaxation will help you see problems more clearly, make better decisions, and keep your spirit strong when facing challenges. Don't believe it. Remember the words of Epictetus, who taught that we cannot control everything around us, but we can always control how we respond to it. And in this case, you can control how you respond to burnout. Rest when you need it. It's your choice. So, are you ready to change your perspective on rest? Instead of working relentlessly and pushing yourself to the limit, start allowing yourself to take breaks at the right times to ensure that you're not just working, but working smart. When you know when to stop, you'll realize that success isn't a never-ending race, but a long journey where you need balance, rest, and energy renewal. Take breaks to become stronger and go further. And once you understand this, you'll feel that your next steps will be much more confident. Rest is not a waste of time. It's the way to ensure you always have the strength to keep conquering big goals. 5. Long-term thinking. Do you feel like you always want everything to happen immediately? The feeling of needing to do it now, of having results right now. Isn't that how you feel too? Surely, you've had those tense moments, looking at work, goals, or big plans, and asking yourself, can I accomplish all this by tomorrow? You're not alone in feeling this way. In fact, this is a problem many people face, especially in this fast-paced world, where we're swept up in the whirlwind of speed and immediacy. But did you know? If you don't learn to think long-term, all your effort, fatigue, and stress are just wasting time. Honestly, You may be working hard, but if you only focus on the right now, you'll lose sight of your true vision and goals. In today's society, where patience seems like a luxury, investing in long-term thinking is more important than ever. So, what exactly is long-term thinking? It's not about working endlessly without seeing immediate results. Long-term thinking is about knowing how to set your sights on the goal throughout the journey, even if the path is long and sometimes full of obstacles and challenges. This is especially true in the current context, where the pandemic has changed many things: remote work, financial challenges, and the disconnection in our communities. Do you feel like you're living in a world where short-term solutions are being overemphasized? The truth is, this is a time when, if you don't think long-term, you could easily get swept away, overwhelmed by the pressure of rapid change. The reality is this: if you want success, you have to know how to be patient. The instant can give you temporary results, but it's not a sustainable strategy. You can plan and act now, but don't expect immediate results. Look at your goals in 5, 10, 20 years. Where do you want to be then? If you only live for the present, you'll miss out on the big picture that you can build over the long run. Now, let's look at reality for a moment. Society has changed the way we work and how we connect with each other. We're living in a world where technology is changing every day, and many people have faced major upheavals in their work, finances, and personal lives. Do you feel like you're stuck in this cycle? But instead of worrying about what you can't control, start thinking about what you can do in the long term. Imagine if you weren't caught up in the rush of the world around you, if you could calmly think and plan for the long-term future, not just for next week, but for many years ahead. How far would you go? That feeling is quite different, isn't it? Once you start thinking long-term, you'll realize that you're not the one swimming against the current, but the one walking your own path, with clear goals and strategies. Certainly, long-term thinking requires patience and determination, but that's the difference between achieving great success and achieving only temporary wins. And it's that patience, that lack of rush, that will help you face challenges without being defeated. You'll surely see something amazing. When you think long-term, you not only create positive outcomes, but also find peace of mind. And once you've learned to think long-term, you'll realize that every step you take today is not just a small one. Every action contributes to a bigger plan, and ultimately, that's what will help you achieve sustainable and lasting success. The question is, are you ready to change your mindset? Take a moment to set goals for yourself, not just for tomorrow or next week, but for the entire long journey. And remember, today's small efforts will be tomorrow's big rewards. Start thinking long-term, and you'll see yourself going farther than ever. 6. Embracing change. Do you feel like you're avoiding change? Really, I understand that feeling. It's like a wave pulling you in, and you can't do anything to stop it. But here's the big question. Are you ready to change and take control of your life? Oh, my friends, it's tough to embrace sudden changes, isn't it? You're not alone in feeling that way. Over the past few years, nearly all of us have had to face drastic changes, from the pandemic to shifts in work to changes in how we connect with the world. But try imagining this. If you don't learn to embrace change, you'll forever be stuck in an old world, while everyone around you moves forward. Do you want to stay on the sidelines? I guess not. We all know that change is inevitable, and if you keep resisting, you'll only make yourself more exhausted. What happens if you start thinking differently? Instead of fighting it, try viewing change as an opportunity to renew yourself, an opportunity to learn, and an opportunity to build a stronger future. As you probably know, sometimes change brings us the greatest opportunities in life. Here's the reality. In the real world, many people have had to change how they work. Companies switched to remote work, And you've probably noticed the flexibility that remote work brings, right? No more sitting for 8 hours in the office. You can work anywhere, even on the couch in the living room. Pretty awesome, right? But I'm not just talking about remote work. The bigger change is the shift in how we perceive life. Are you ready to let go of old habits and learn to view the world through a new lens? Companies, leaders in various fields, know how to change and adapt to circumstances. They're not afraid of challenges. They find opportunities in them. This story doesn't just stop at adapting to new technology, but also at how we handle our own personal transformation. Let's look at your goals and dreams. Have you set them based on where you are now, or based on where you want to be in the future? I'm not talking about just getting a new job or moving to a new place, but how you grow as a person. That change, emotional growth, inner strength, is also an important journey. How do you want to change today? The reality is this: change will always be uncomfortable when it's new. But don't worry, the discomfort of change will eventually turn into something stronger, and you'll be amazed by what you can achieve once you embrace it. Because when you embrace change, you're not just adapting, you're growing.